Alright, so it's Friday, it's 12:49. I have a digital clock right here. Yes, 12:49. It probably changed over. Nope, still says 12:49. Okay, good. I was like, I'll probably turn it around and switch to 12:50 and I've been lying. Anyways, so I have been trying to figure out what to do for today. Gross. Is my coffee cup leaking? Tell me you're breaking. No, I just dribbled coffee. Whatever. So today marks a 2-year anniversary, as I said on Snapchat, which was a short little video, because it's Snapchat, that today is a 2-year anniversary of when I went inside the closet and cried. It was like 15 minutes of just raw recording on this camera, actually. And yeah, just cried and cried and cried. And yeah, didn't know what much else to do. Well, I mean, obviously I got like 10 minutes of footage out of the 15 minutes of blubbering. Made coherent sense. Getting a little nervous because I'm trying to think of that video. Is that on my computer? Anyway, so I'm just going to keep talking here while I figure this one out. And so, what has really changed since then? Not much, actually. Not much. Well, no, a lot has changed. Oh, shit ton has changed. This is 2013. Why am I... Because for some reason, nothing from December is here. Or, sorry. Why is everything up till October gone? Maybe I just lost videos. Whatever. They're on YouTube still. I'll put a link to it, because apparently I can't put it on here. Literally, I grouped everything, but whatever. You grouped in here for some reason. Whatever. Anyways, I have a whole second hard drive full of my videos, so... Apparently I'm missing, like, November and December of 2013. I don't know why. But, anyways. So, I don't want to download that from YouTube. Anyway, so... I went into the closet and I cried. Because I was having a breakdown from the American Idiot play. Which happened that Sunday. Saturday? Sunday. Whatever. And it took me a while to digest it, and I was sick and tired of being... not... I mean, I figured by the time I'd looked... By that time I rewatched the video, like, I had forgotten that I'd already looked for teams. And that... I don't know. I was looking for teams, but it just seemed like I was so done that I'd already kind of poked around. I didn't realize what 2 years would hold. I didn't realize that, you know, this would be happening, that I would know Willie or Holly or Nikita, for Christ's sake. I'm not even sure if you can view this video. Germany has some weird copyright stuff. Anyways, probably. There's no copyright stuff on my videos, only unless I place music in. But I had no idea. I mean, at this time, I didn't even know... I wasn't even sure it was fully played here in Portland. I didn't even know we had an arena team. They were mainly just starting, so that helps. That helps my case a little bit. But, like, I didn't watch football at all. I knew nothing. And now, in 2 years, I have been through, well, from a third-person point of view, 2 teams, the Portland Monarchs and the Portland Pitbulls. But it's like, when you rebrand, you're a new organization in a way, because you use new colors, new names, but it's pretty much the same people. It's It's like AT&T went to singular and then went back to AT&T. So, and now it's something else. I don't know. Maybe we're still on AT&T. Anyways, but it's sort of like you still have the same jobs. You still have the, like, Willie was a receiver running back for the Monarchs for 2 years, and then one for the Pitbulls for it. So, and we still practice at the same place, and it's still like the same coaches and all that jazz. So, is it a second team? Technically, yes. Is it? So, I'm going on to my third year. Our official team activities, or OTAs, will be starting here on the 5th. That's next Saturday, the 21st, then the 28th, then the 5th. And what have I done in the last 2 years? Well, let's see. I tried to train out for a receiver, and apparently I can't catch. And it really wasn't all that fast. I'm still not that fast. But yeah. So I then last year switched over to defense. Figured it would be better. Got a lot of injuries because I was training hard, and so I was pushing myself harder than my body wanted to go, and I didn't realize how hard my body wanted to go, and there were a few things that I injured. Anyways, so that's, longtime viewers, we all know that one, the consistent viewers. And now we're going, like I said, our OTAs, and I'll be going on to year 3. The first year I was like, staff, like, we just can't get you a uniform, you're too new. It's silly. And then I came back and I was on defense and I got number 24. And now I'm going to be staying with number 24 because I'm not leaving the team, and I'm going and still being a cornerback. But I actually, with bunch of other people, like just within the Portland area, I have gotten, at least with Willie, just the idea that there is something beyond. It's not just the NFL. I figured there was stuff beyond, but I didn't know their level, and I didn't know what. I didn't know what was going on. Now with like Willie and him watching some of their games, it's like they play really hard. And the thing is, I don't play any less than that. At least. If not, I probably play a little bit harder. Trust me, I've watched a number of their games from the previous years, all the way back to 2012, with like the Cowboys and the Munich Cowboys and stuff. I've even watched some Helsinki Roosters games. They play hard, but I probably play a little bit harder because it's America. We do everything harder, at least when it comes to football. So, and like I said, we're going on year 3. I keep trying to relate this back to something that has a rough idea. There are kids that are playing football. Most people that have played football in their life did not play in youth football. There's a lot more now than there were in the past, but most people, we'll call people now. Because Holly and those 2 teams, plus all the various stories recently, they're now people. Most people don't do football until high school. Fair enough. That's that. So if we're looking at like a freshman year in high school, well, I didn't make the team. I'd never played before, and I was trying to go with a bunch of guys that, had been playing youth football for a while, but I was still able to stick around and be on the things. Maybe I wouldn't be able to be in pads, but they still would have given me a jersey sort of thing. So there's that. And then last year was my sophomore year, and I got out on the field and did a lot of stuff, and now we're going into junior year. And I've put in a lot more training. I've put in a lot of private training that has cost, I don't want to say a phenomenal amount of money. I'm, thanks to my bookkeeping mom, I'm kind of stingy. So I was finding cheap and effective. I understand that there's the adage of, the cheaper you go, the cheaper the quality, but not necessarily. because when things get specialized, sometimes they become cheaper because not many people will buy it because it's highly specialized. So if you got someone that only works with, say, cornerbacks or other defensive backs, then they're probably pretty cheap because that's all they really work with, and there's not, yeah. It's like, anyways, that's an economy discussion. But so I've spent a fair bit of money on private lessons. I want to spend more, but like I said, we're going into OTA soon. That's what's going on there. I don't know what this next year holds. I didn't even know what my first year held. From the point where I was crying in the closet saying that I really need to do this and I'm tired of living in, blah. And so then, here I am driving to Bellingham, to Medford. I drove through Medford twice. Once to San Francisco, once back. Everything else, I don't remember. Because I was wee high. I remember being in San Diego. I have memories that Mom attributes to me being in San Diego. So obvious, and we didn't take a plane, so I had to kind of go through Medford. But again, so I went down to Medford and I realized all the fun stuff. And then I went to Bellingham and it's just the stuff I'd done in that year alone was stuff I'd never done. I had ever thought of that would happen. And then this last year, I'd never run into anything. I mean, I grant you, I have pads, but I'd never run into anything that hard before. I'd never been clocked so hard in my life. And I got right back up. And there are times where I got right back up and kept running. And I realized my mistakes. And I fixed them. Ish, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see throughout this year. But, people say they don't have the time. Well, you make the time. Or it'll take too long. You'd be surprised how long it doesn't take. Yeah, that makes sense. The amount of time it can take is a lot less than you would think. The last 2 years have felt like an eternity, but it has only been 2 years. I shared a recent post, a Facebook picture. A picture of myself on Facebook is now my profile picture. I will show it right here. And yeah, that's me. The picture's attributed to 2007, but then again, there's also 4 other pictures in that same folder which were added on the same date. So I don't necessarily know that is from 2007. It's probably earlier. But probably 2006, which would make that 9 years ago. If anything, it's from near the beginning of 2007, so yeah, that's that. There's nothing really in the background to tell me otherwise, so I don't know. And I don't look much different. I mean, hell, this last June, I went to a sports summit for gay athletes. I didn't realize they exist. I didn't realize gay athletes, other than Michael Sam, I didn't realize that there were any gay athletes. That's how much against sports I was. That should tell you something. I didn't know that there was a thing, again, for sports athletes. Apparently it's, anyways, I kind of have a thing about that it's about college, but, who doesn't want to have the idea that, in 2 years' time, you can have a mental breakdown almost close to probably a midlife crisis. We'll call this almost a quarter life crisis because we can always blame the autistic, developmentally delayed, or whatever. And it happened, and I snapped, and I decided that I was tired of living in whatever I was living in. And that it was time to exhaust possibilities. Because I've heard stories of people doing the strangest things with less or nothing or whatever. Sometimes you just gotta reach out and just message someone. I didn't realize. I messaged the guy that I saw from Southern Oregon University. And was like, what does it take? Well, Euro players, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. And I got a lot of information from him, but it seemed sort of parroted response. But And then I talked to people that were actually on German teams. And now I'm learning German. 2 years ago, that guy in the video didn't even think about learning German. Didn't even know Europeans played American football. Didn't even know it was supposed to be called American football. I called it football and soccer, so not American football and association football. The shit that has happened to me in the last 2 years means it can happen to other people too. You just have to be driven and willing to watch things go forward. Anyways, wow, I think I've just talked for 15 minutes. Well, we're going to have an interesting weekend. I'm going to the gym. Aaron has game. Not sure if that's happening. Eddie's backed out because something came up this weekend, but hopefully Amanda will be here. Anyways, and then they can game and they can catch Amanda up in time. Anyways, I am going off topic. I need to drink some water and then I need to go out and do some practice. Catch you guys later. Bye.